afternoon, good morning, good evening. It all depends on what time of the day it is where you are in the world. My name is Salani Mutseyami and I am reporting outside the Zimbabwean Embassy in London. Now the reason why I'm here is I've joined with other Zimbabweans who've come from all over the UK to come and protest. Hi anyway. And as we're holding this protest, it's all because we also have brothers and sisters in arms who are gathering outside the United Nations headquarters in New York as we speak. They're preparing to gather there. The reason why they're going there is because Idi Mnangagwa and his delegation will be there from the ZANU-PF. So it is a time when Zimbabweans are banding together to protest outside the UN. So we need you guys to spread the word. We need you guys to be aware of what's happening, not just here in the UK where we are at the moment. As you can see behind me, there's Zimbabweans from all walks of life that have come here. So we're outside the Zimbabwean Embassy in London. So what we need you guys to know is to spread the word that there are serious campaigns which are taking place. There's serious protests which are taking place. Zimbabweans are not stopping protests. We are protesting until we see real change in Zimbabwe, until we see the backside of ZANU-PF. We're tired of ZANU-PF. We've had enough. In recent weeks, we heard about Dr. Magombe, who was abducted by security forces, and we saw that there were a lot of campaigns and protests that Zimbabwean doctors came together protesting for his release, for his return, and they've also been protesting still for their wages to be raised up. I mean, gosh, guys, if you work, you know that if you work, you need to be paid the right wages which go with the type of work that you do. And this is not the situation in Zimbabwe. There's unemployment, we've got lack of so many resources. Zimbabwe has deteriorated to the point where the rest of the world can no longer recognize it. And I, as a Zimbabwean, I'm tired. So if you're watching this, please share with your friends. As you can see, I'm going to be going around so you can see and hear from a lot of the Zimbabweans that are gathered here today. Hear a bit about how they feel, get a feel for why it is that they're here today campaigning and protesting with other Zimbabweans, and also get to understand that for us to get rid of ZANU-PF, we need to stand together as Zimbabweans. The whole world needs to see us standing together as one, irrespective of your political affiliation, irrespective of what it is that you are doing. We need to stand together. I've got one of my brothers here. This is alive. It's alive. Yes, his name is Jonathan. He helps to coordinate the Zimbabwe Vigil. So like I said, guys, you're going to be hearing a lot from a lot of my brothers and sisters here. Yeah, make sure you wave. Can you wave at everybody? Tell them you say hi.
Hi everyone.
Yeah, so there's a lot going on here. Those who don't believe me, look behind me. There's the embassy. There's Zimbabwe Embassy. Narobasa, Narobasa. Just kuzorora, guys. We're not resting. Many of you, you know I don't live in London. I had to travel to come here with my son. My youngest is with me. So activism, we can all do it. It doesn't stop us from doing something. I've got children. I still find my way time to be here and support. There's nothing stopping you guys from doing the same. There is nothing stopping you guys from doing the same. So I'm provoking people in the diaspora. If we can do it, you can do it. Tirikure nekumba, high blessing. We are far from home, but at the same time, we have to remember that we need a home to go back to. A home where you can rest your head. You may be in the diaspora, but you won't be here forever. Believe you me, you need to fix the situation back home. So please, I hope this will galvanize more support and ignite a fire in people to stand together. So I'm just gonna go and listen to what's being said there. So hang on, guys. I want you to hear this. I don't want you guys to just see my face. That is Ephraim Tapa speaking. We have the MDC here as well. Hi, Mary, I can see you.
We want to say what we have done today. Yes, it's very good for those doctors who step up when their colleague was detained was abducted. So please, let's come together. Let's be one and just share what we can do, because this government is trying to silence each and every one of us. Most of us have got a story to tell about what happened to you in Zimbabwe. We are facing even those people at home, they are facing this problem. So here we are free to come out and speak up. So each and everyone, please, let's come up. Let's be here every time to do this, because that government is not there. It's not our government. They just declare on themselves that they won the election. So if someone win the election, how can you beat the people who have voted for you? Don't we agree, all of us?
Yeah.
Yes.
If someone support you, can you go and beat him? No. So that government, they are there just to corrupt, because they've destroyed economy. Now they are that's good. They are going outside to get medical aid. What about our fathers?
Yes.
What about our mothers?
Yes.
What about our children? We got daughters and sons who are marrying now. Some are pregnant now. Where do they go? There is not even one tablet. There is no gloves. There is no water in the hospital.
Oh no.
The schools are not working. So why are they when they failed us, why are they still sitting there? Because of their corruption, they can't leave the seat, because they know they will be persecuted. So please, let's make this noise. Let's encourage each and everyone, even those whom we have left at home. We must now be united, because if we don't unite, these guys, they are going to stay there forever. Because what they did to Peter is to silence, so that no one will speak out. So Zimbabwe is not theirs. It's for our children's children. So if we do nothing today, we are destroying our children's future. So please, Zimbabweans, let's stand up. ZANU-PF must go. It's only thugs. Because they are killing. Since 2000, they are still killing. Now it has come to open to everyone what they are doing. Now they are trying to cover up. They are saying, we don't know who is the one who got guns. When they shoot people in the street, they say we don't know. They are the one who are holding the gun. Then, guys, we are tired of this. Enough is enough. Mnangagwa must go.
Must go.
All those ZANU-PF, we don't want to see ZANU-PF. ZANU-PF is a rotten in Zimbabwe. All ZANU-PF must go.
Amen.
Thank you, each and everyone.
Some of you may not know him. He's the chair of Manchester branch. MDC, Mr. Mukundundugwa. That's why he's the chair. You can see eloquent speaking and that kind of very passionate. So we love that. Yes, we still want to keep the platform open. Thank you very much, Mr. Mukundundugwa. You have spoken very well. And that also reminds me of the demonstration that was in all major cities in the countries, more than 150 countries. Yesterday, was it yesterday? That was for climate change, isn't it?
Yes.
And these are children.
Yes.
Who are saying,
yes,
you big guys, you are messing up.
Yes.
Our country.
Yes.
Because it's us who have got longer to stay.
Yes.
You guys, you are nearer your graves, isn't it?
Yes.
So you can't continue to mess up things for us.
That's right.
And that's exactly the message that we are giving to the old guard in ZANU-PF.
Yes.
We are saying, you guys, if you look at the Politburo ZANU-PF, the average age is something like 70 years old. What are they doing there?
Yes.
They are meant to be playing with these children, grandchildren at home, isn't it? Yes. And let the fathers of today run the country, not grandfathers and I'm even a grandfather now. I'm not even qualified to run a country. You see what we're talking about? Yes. Let them guys run the country. They know better. They are interconnected. Connection worldwide. There is now social media. You see, when Obama was running the country, America, it became very acceptable, marketable, lovable, affable, and everything. It was brilliant. Those were the brilliant years that we had as a world order. But now the old guard has come back in America. There's an old guard there, you know who that is? And he's proposing that if a nuclear, if there is going to be a cyclone again, he is threatening that I will nuclear bomb it. You will use a nuclear bomb to bomb a cyclone. You old man. What is this, honestly? We must change. We must say no to nonsense. Isn't it? This is nonsense. Right, we want more people to... Yes, your name? Yeah.
My name is Noah Zvinavashe, and I am the Organizing Secretary of MDC Manchester branch. Today we are here to demonstrate against the government of Zimbabwe, run by ZANU-PF and led by ED. Zimbabwe is a broken nation. Its citizens are scattered all over the world like orphans, which has caused so many marriages to break up and caused so much pain and suffering to many families. There is no rule of law. Political oppositions and civil servants are abducted, tortured and murdered every day. Corruption, economic mismanagement and poor leadership. ZANU-PF government is driving around in 4x4 cars, wearing expensive clothes, carrying wads of cash, parting life away, washing their hands in the most expensive champagne. Yet the majority of the people are starving to death. There are no medicines in the hospitals. Food prices are going up every day. That is if there is any. There's no jobs. They travel abroad for treatment when they are not well. Yet the majority of the people are left to die because of shortages of medical supplies. ZANU-PF has rigged elections multiple times over the past 38 years by arresting innocent MDC members and torturing and killing everyone who speaks out, and deploy the army to kill civilians. The world has left Zimbabwean people out to dry and has propped up an illegitimate government that is ruled by ZANU-PF. We say no to the military junta in Zimbabwe.
Thank you very much.
ZANU-PF.
And well done, Comrade Noah. You actually used the military junta. The reason why you see this banner here, it says no to military dictatorship in Zimbabwe. Yes. Because it's no longer a police state. During Mugabe, it was a police state. But now, it's a military state. A military is much serious than police. You know that. A policeman will come with a notebook and a pen to take some information. And they will come with a baton stick. But a soldier is actually trained to kill. The person that is on the opposite side is actually meant to be the enemy. So when they come with their guns loaded, they are coming after the enemy. And that enemy in Zimbabwe is the citizen. Yes. The citizen of Zimbabwe. Why are they enemy? Because they are hungry. Because they have no medication. Because they have no jobs. Because they can't make life. Life has become difficult. So they are now enemies. And what do the soldiers do? They come and shoot. Not shoot like in the front. They are shooting from the back. They are killing people when they are running away. If someone is running away, it means that they are actually afraid. They are not a threat. You understand the difference? If someone is facing you and coming, That's different from someone who is running away and then you shoot them from behind. Why are you shooting them? If they are not a threat and they are afraid of you, why are you shooting them? Isu taiti tiri muhoto taiti mwana hanzi gandanga muzorewa. Yes. Taimba tidaro mwana hanzi gandanga muzorewa. Chii chinonzi gandanga muzorewa. Chii chinonzi gandanga muzorewa. Gandanga chii chinonzi gandanga chii chinonzi gandanga. Those are times.
Yes.
Can I speak?
Yes, please.
Heather and Rose, who are organising the demonstration to say we're not mourning Mugabe and we don't want to spend any more money on the Mugabe family, have some posters, and we're thinking it's like a group photo around the table in the front with people holding posters. There are loads. You can also use the big posters that we've got in the bag. Those are good, like that one and that one. There's some more of those. Yeah. And if we can have a nice big group photo of everybody.
Maybe before that, I wanted to hear from the organizers. Tell us what you were thinking. Come here and speak.
Yeah.
Why did you organize this demo to say we are against what we are not mourning in Mugabe?
Where's Rose? Is she here?
When the floor is there, that's when you are supposed to be talking.
No,
where are they? Yes. Tell us.
Zimbabwe.
To save Zimbabwe.
What I was thinking last time when I heard that there's going to be the build of the 1 million grave for Mugabe, I thought, Mutseyami.
Yeah.
Why are they wasting so much money building, and yet the country is suffering? We don't have
victims.
Yeah, and then adapting cyclone victims. Okay. Yeah. Cyclone victims in Manicaland, where there's no help, there is no basic commodities. People cannot even afford to buy things like sugar, milk, basic commodities for them to feed a small family. But they are building a mansion for a dead body. So we are saying we need to change the theme. We are against them building that mausoleum. So,
Also, Rose, against all the money that's going to be spent on keeping race safe in the country. What about that?
Too much.
Yes, and the money that is still being spent on the Mugabe family, the money that's now they're saying they don't know when they are going to build. There's people already gathered at his homestead. People are being fed, transportation. That's money that is being wasted on a dead body, which is just like anybody else. What is different from Mugabe that is different from any other Zimbabwean citizen? Transferring.
So far, just to add on to what
they're
you
taking
said.
the body to Singapore, back to Singapore, a dead body, back to where it came from, to be preserved again. Is it going to wake up?
To make it look fresher when it comes back?
He's
So
having
we say
the most
no.
expensive funeral.
Yeah. And either you wanted to say something to add on to your colleague?
I was just going to talk about the coffin. That obviously, I'm sure you all saw the videos and the pictures.
Can you speak up a little bit?
I am trying. I can't speak much louder
You
than
can
that.
have a try. Go for it.
Yeah, like I said, I was just talking about obviously the coffin as well. You've all seen that they're trying to keep him alive, and that alone costs millions. It's actually been researched, and yet there are people, just to add to what you say, people not eating, people not have the basic commodities, as you know. We can't ignore that. So it was just about today that being a voice about that we have to say something about that. We have to stand for that.
That's right.
Thank you very much. Building a mausoleum for a dead body when real people do not have accommodation.
Don't have medicine in the hospital.
This is madness.
He's not an Egyptian pharaoh.
A funeral whose food bill is now almost 3 million. 3 million
Someone who's
food
not
bill,
going to wake up.
and this is going to be financed by government. Government, who is government? Your taxes. And now if they are going to say 30 days to bury him, so it's a 30-day funeral. And in Zimbabwe culture, we don't go away until we have buried the body. So it means that every day the food bill continues to go up. What is this, honestly? And now there is talk of taking the body back to Singapore. What is this? Who is this one? What is this? So
We are not a different human being than any other human beings. No.
It's just a
yes,
dead body.
Sally wants to
Yes,
say.
with your permission.
Yeah.
God bless you, Mr. Tapa and Rose Benton. It's important that people realize that you've been doing this for years. That the vigil here has been open for Zimbabweans to come and protest way before Mugabe passed on. And that shows that we've had a serious problem in Zimbabwe ever since that time. This has been dictatorship, which has made them placed in a position to allow us Zimbabweans here in the diaspora to meet outside the Zimbabwean Embassy and protest in support of protests that take place in Zimbabwe. And even as we speak right now, we know that in America, the UN, the headquarters, we've got a team of Zimbabweans with the MDC. They're coming in solidarity to protest outside the United Nations headquarters in New York, where Idi Mnangagwa and his delegates have also gone, isn't it? Yeah. And it's about us raising noise. We have to keep protesting. We have to keep shouting and saying it over and over and over again. We shouldn't get tired, my brothers and sisters. Because our enemy is not getting any tireder. They're getting more fierce and more wicked. So we need to stand up as Zimbabweans and continue this good work. So I just wanted to say God bless you, Rose Benton and Ephraim Tapa, and everybody, MDC, brothers and sisters who are here from whichever organization you've come from, because we are Zimbabweans first before anything else. So if we can gather here as Zimbabweans, we can build our country. So let's remember that every time we gather. Look at what happened to our doctor. He was abducted. If we had had the same noise for Itai Zamara, do you think we wouldn't have him here with us right now? But we did. There was a serious problem that happened. There was not enough noise. There was not enough support for a brother who just said Mugabe step down. Was he wrong for saying it? Didn't Mugabe deserve to step down because he was so corrupt and he destroyed so many lives? But for that they kidnapped him. Right now his family and us, we don't know what happened to him.
Still can make noise for his body to be brought back.
Yes.
Let's make noise for his body to be brought back.
We need answers. We need to remember that we need answers. And the next time, even if it's in the street, we should all stand up and advocate. Because no one should be nobody should be abducted for wanting human rights. It is wrong. So let us in future not look at faces or occupations before we raise up the banner and say enough is enough. And it is to save Zimbabwe.
ZANU-PF must go.
ZANU-PF must go.
To save Zimbabwe.
So you can see women of Hela are speaking. They are stepping up. Yes, let's hear more.
Anyway, if we could do this photo shoots, everybody, something. We've got a visual. We need a visual for all this. That's what we need. So I think if we pull the table out of it and everybody gathers behind it.
Hello, my brothers and sisters. I haven't forgotten you. I still know you're there. Sorry, I had to just say something. You know, when you're burning inside, you just have to let it out. So that's what that was. Please, let's continue to advocate for one another. We still have a lot going on. Oh my goodness.
No, I agree with what you're saying.
The speaker. Yep.
Okay, I agree with what you're saying, my sister, because right now, so many people are suffering in Zimbabwe right now as we speak, but people are spending money on someone who's already dead. It's not fair. The mausoleum is going to be expensive. It is expensive. It's going to be millions and millions when there's so many people suffering after the cyclone and everything.
That's right.
I agree.
God bless you. No. And you too. Keep supporting the fight.
No, we'll fight.
You
Never again.
You can see, guys, there's a lot going on here. There's a lot going on. Right now, our brothers and sisters are just having a bit of... Oh, sorry. They're gathering. Actually, let me go to the other side, guys. Sorry. It's not easy having a live video. I'll be back in a second. In live video when you're trying to show you guys what's happening here and to motivate you guys to do something wherever you are. It doesn't take a lot of people to do what we're doing here, guys. It just takes Zimbabweans coming together. So I'm just gonna give you a bit of a glimpse of what's happening here. Sorry, I can see that the sun is shining in my face, like seriously, but that's all right. Our work continues. As you can see,
Should we go up?
there are banners here There are going to be pictures which are going to be taken. A number of them will send them to media. So this is what happens here outside the Zimbabwe vigil. This is what happens here. As you can see, we've got a lot of brothers and sisters in arms who've come to support this move. But we need more. We need more, we need more, we need more. It says stop state gangsterism, yes. Sorry, that's one of my brothers walking and blocking my view.
Blocking your view. Damn it, Jonathan. Help yourself.
Honestly.
You blocked Sally's view.
Sorry.
Oh, thank you. Sorry to block the direct.
So basically, these are all Zimbabwean brothers and sisters joining arms. All of them have messages. Oh, it's the sunshine, isn't it? All those watching, I hope you've shared the video, guys. I know you couldn't make it here, that's fine, but you can surely share this video. It'll inspire someone out there to play a positive, a more active role in liberating our country, our Zimbabwe. So please, guys, share. Rambai muchi share. The interesting thing that happens when you come to the UK, you kind of start to feel like you're by yourself. But every time I come here and I see all my brothers and sisters, I feel at home. I feel at home because we're all fighting the same struggle. So if there's somebody out there who's watching who's never heard of what happens outside the Zimbabwe vigil on a Saturday from 2 to 6 p.m. This is what happens. There are protests which have been taking place here since 2002. That's a very long time, guys. And these protests are going to continue until we see a change of government. So if ever you come to London, the UK, this is where you can come as well, guys. You can come right here. And you'll be, as long as you're not Idi Mnangagwa, you'll feel at home if you come and join us here. As long as you're not ZANU-PF sympathizer, you'll feel at home if you come here. As long as you believe in change, you will feel at home if you come here. Positive change. If you believe in no forced abductions, you also feel at home here. But like I said, if you are Idi Mnangagwa, you will definitely not feel at home here. Like I said, that lovely lady there, that's Rose Benton. She's been coordinating the Zimbabwe vigil since 2002. She's a Zimbabwean. Oh, God bless you. God bless you. Okay. All right. Back to you guys. Hey, Rose, would you like to say something?
No, well, yeah.
It's live. People need to know who you are. You're special to me. You know that, right? Guys, this is Rose Benton.
Yeah, I'm the coordinator of the Zimbabwe Vigil. I've been outside this embassy almost every Saturday for 17 years.
Yes.
17 years. It's been a long, hard struggle. Wish things had got better.
Yes.
Really quite sad.
Of course.
Yeah.
But you're still going, Rose. You're an amazing woman.
Yeah.
You keep me going, you know that, right?
Good. I'm glad of that.
Oh, bless.
Yeah. If this is going online, if you could send us the link,
oh,
because
yes.
we'd like to put a link it to the diary.
Oh, no problem, no problem.
All
so
right.
everybody, this is Rose Benton. Dennis is not here, that's her husband. They're a tag team. But you guys will get to know them soon enough.
Okay.
Thanks, Rose. Bless you. Hello, sorry. It's right, guys. This is, like I said, this is where I feel like I'm at home because I've been campaigning for years with Rose Benton, you know, helping to coordinate activities here in London. It hasn't been an easy road, but as you can see, everybody still wants to do the work. We still very much want to campaign for justice, for freedoms. And if you're watching and you didn't know what's happening, if you're in America, please, New York, I'm urging you to make your way to the UN headquarters, where fellow Zimbabweans will be protesting outside the UN headquarters in New York. This is happening today. So if you did not know, this is what's happening. This is what's happening, guys. So please get yourselves there. As you can see, in the UK, we've met so that we can also be in solidarity with others who are campaigning there. That's how it works. If people are campaigning in Zimbabwe, we'll also campaign here. The more noise we make, the more change we'll get. So I can see someone is asking me to add them. One second. Yeah, I'm busy. Oh, God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. Yeah. Basa. Yeah. I'm on the live. Sorry. I'm working. Hey, good to see you. Bless you. I'm adding, but it doesn't look like it's adding. Bonizashe, I'm trying to add you. It says adding, but maybe you're not answering. I'm not quite sure what's happening. Hi. Bonizashe.
Yes.
Yes, Isha. Uribo.
Iribo.
Naro basa shamaro. Don't kuchaka my headphones. Basa repanapa. Taura, I can hear you.
Ndofunga ikoko ndofunga muri kushinga kuti masanctions abviswe, please takuvara kuno.
Tiri kushingirira sha, tiri kushingirira. Zvinototirwadzawo zviri kuitika.
Tarwadziwa ngaachibviswa zvawo, regedzai vatonge tingogarawo tichitanzwa nenhamo kuno. Hakusi kuita kuno. Kuri kurwadza. Taura chokwadi. Iri mati haribvisike.
Rega ndiswedere kure. Chimwe chatingaita kuti tinatsokubatsira, because ndizvo zvatinenge tichida kunzwa izvozvo kuti toita sei pamwe chete.
Kubatsira kwamunokwanisa kuita kutongoti masanctions abviswe kuitira kuti vanhu nyika ifambire mberi zvitori nani. Hakuna zvimwe zvinokwanisa kuitika zvekuti vanhu vafunge pane zvinhu zvingaitike kuti vanhu vabve kana kuti vaita sei. Otherwise kutongobvisa masanctions, nyika yotanga kufambira mberi, vanhu votanga kuwanawo kana vari mabasawo kana zvii muchiona kuti vanenge vachienda.
Mwari we.
Vanhu vakadzwa nenhamo kunoku. Ukaya kunoku ndinoona zona kuti zvinaumira zvakanaka. Muri nani kokoko muri kutombodya nekuita sei nekuita sei. Totokonai makanda enyu kuti memutori vanhu vatori vanhu kwavo. Tarirai zvakaita.
Uchitoona takadaika zvina kana kutombomira zvakanaka, because vanhu vanofa mukushanda vasina hapana rugare. Saka tinotoziva kuti tofanira kugadzirisa kwatakabva kuti zvinhu zvinake. Because kunozivaka tinogona kungodzingwa na Queen Elizabeth uyu. Queen anouya akati idzokerai kunyika kwenyu, tunoenda kupi ndudzo.
Just imagine. Tarirai muone kuti nyika yenyu inenge yakanaka sei. Inenge ichidawo kuti baby masanctions abviswa zvitori nani. Because munoona kana akabviswa chokwadi togona kutoona positive change. Zvinenge zvaakuoneka kuti zvishwaka. Pane zvaakuoneka zvaakuitika. Vanhu vatambura kuZimbabwe. Zimbabwe haina kumira mushe.
Pauri kutaura nyaya yemasanctions apa, because pane vamwe vane argument yekuti masanctions akaisirwa ana Munangagwa. Vese Munangagwa ana Mugabe, mbavha dzese ndo masanctions pavakaisirwa ivo. Saka because vakaitwa masanctions vakabva vatanga kuita corruption, vachiba mari dzemacoffers, government coffers, to fatten themselves up. And then now they want to come and say tibatsire kuti masanctions abve. Aufunge kuti inzira futi yekuti varambe vachingodya futi mari yemazimba yedu isusu kuti varambe vachirarama. Inini ndoda kuti sanction ngaribve kana ivo vabva. Kana munhu achiona kuti sanction rakaunzwa nava ndeti ngavazvibvise pachigaro kuti isusu tigare zvakanaka, handizve?
Haise nani starter kuti vati vanobva chaiko havabvi, because ivo vanenge vari right. Pachavo vari kungodya. Vanenge vachidya mbichana madyira vanenge vachidya mbichana. But isusu manje general public tise tichisafa.
we are the ones who suffer. That's right.
Yeah, because hapana pamunova makati vanhu vaya vachazokaura kana kuti vachazoita sei. Hapana.
Avakaure vaya vanoda vanotongofana obviswa zvenjambanja chaizvo.
Jambanja tingakwadzisa vanhu January isati tiri muZimbabwe isusu.
Yeah.
Ukazviona zvakaitika muna January ka haubvume kuti kuite zvijambanja.
No, I hear you.
Yeah.
Aiwa, no, ndazvinzwa my brother.
The best is to campaign for sanctions awo kuti abve zvitori nani. At least kana chero dai vakaita corruption yavanenge vachiitawo kana nemabatiro avanga vakuita naye anenge akanaka, hatiziye kuti vachagumira pakubatana kusvika papi.
Ameno munhu ari kundifonera ndiri palive ndio rafu ka iyoyo. Shwa munhu anofona irafu ka yekuda kustopa progress. Please don't call me. I'm on live at the moment. Don't call me via messenger, please. I can add you if you request to be added, but please don't call me at the moment. No, my brother, I hear you. That's what I thought. But to be honest with you, ZANU-PF has to go first. Nyaya yema-sanction inonetsa kubatana nayo, and ZANU-PF is using it as a strategy to stay in power and to make the people of Zimbabwe work for them. Kuti varambe vari in power. It's the same thing yavakaita when they took Robert Mugabe out of his seat. Every Zimbabwe was in the streets to chifara. Yes, Mugabe is gone. It was a strategy for them to use the people again for their own means. ZANU-PF will always have an ulterior motive. Anything they say, Kuti, we need this done, there is an ulterior motive. And the ulterior motive is always to benefit themselves, not the people of Zimbabwe. Saka kana tiri vanhu vevanhu, ngatimire nevanhu. Support any narrative that ZANU-PF places. We should not support that.
Hati support. ZANU-PF hatitombodi kana hapana kana ukana kuona muZimbabwe hapana kana wani munhu anenge achidzanu yazoita ZANU-PF.
ZANU-PF ikati iri kuda kuvaka toilet, ngatisasupport. My brother, ndasvika papoint pepe kuti even vakada kuvaka toilet chaiyo, I will not support them. Because I know everything that they do has an ulterior motive to benefit themselves, not the people of Zimbabwe. And what they do is, peanuts. We are basically, ZANU-PF is sitting at a table, and what they give the people of Zimbabwe are the crumbs at the end. We are not dogs, we are people. Saka tiri kutongosimbirira panyaya yekuti changoti neZANU chete chingozvipira kuti nada pachiputikezi, it's not going to work. Toramba takakashinga.
But vanosafa tise dukunoko. Of course,
a change is coming. Change is coming. It's long overdue. And you see how they will suffer themselves. A time is coming, we will remember and say that, oh yeah, we said this before. But it doesn't mean we have to give up. We need to rise up. We need to keep standing up for justice. Wherever injustices are committed, we need to come together as Zimbabweans and say, no, enough is enough. The same way we campaigned for Dr. Magombe. Look, he's released, but we still know that they tortured him. There have been reports of him being tortured and electrocuted, all because he dared to ask for better wages for himself and his colleagues. That is not right. So we need to just say, Kuti, enough is enough. ZANU-PF must go. Simple and straightforward. There is no middle line. Even the Bible says, it's either you're hot or you're cold. Saka apapa, it's either you're with ZANU or you're with the people of Zimbabwe. There's no middle ground.
Okay, but what about if your campaign is going to take more than 30 years for our generation?
With God by our side, it will not take 30 years. It will not take 30 years, my brother. God forbid. When I started campaigning as a human rights campaigner, I've been doing this for over 8 years, right? But look, Robert Mugabe is no more. That means change does happen. And during the time that Robert Mugabe was in power, we still managed to campaign, even when they were saying Robert Mugabe should be awarded the ambassador of, the UN ambassador. I campaigned with others to say, why would the UN give him such a title? With all the atrocities he's committed. And within a day, they stripped him of that title. That is what campaigns can do. Saka, it's a build-up. It build-up. We cannot get there by rushing. We're not going to get there, Nekumanya. But the more we campaign and raise awareness, mark my words, my brother. You tell me one day that, my sister, you said it on that day. This is not going to take 30 years. God forbid. As I stand as a daughter of Zimbabwe, this will not take 30 years. Change is starting already. Look what we've managed to do with the doctors and the protests that took place in Zimbabwe. Our doctor was released within less than a week. That didn't take 30 days. So if we can do that, we can do so much more. I believe that there are Zimbabweans out there who are going to see this video and who are watching this video, who are going to be ignited with the fire to champion the cause for freedom in Kumusha in Zimbabwe. And for us to liberate our nation together. We cannot do it by ourselves. We need to band together as Zimbabweans, irrespective of your political opinion, irrespective of which organization you're from. As long as you're Zimbabwean, come on, guys, let's do this together. Let's do it. I'll be working with you. I'll be working with you to liberate our nation. And
isatambura isusu hatichada zvese takuda kungotanga vachitonga havo because
aiwa havasi kuzotitonga. No, they will not tonga us, God forbid. No, the time is coming. Aiwa, it is well, my brother, it is well. I know where you're coming from. I feel your pain. I feel your pain every single day. I have sleepless nights thinking about that same pain, experiencing that. So I know where you're coming from. I don't want you to lose hope, my brother. Please, Ndapota, don't lose your hope. Don't.
isusu takungoda iri kungorarama muzimbabwe kuti tirarame because tise tiri muno saka unoyatsona nzara iri munyika muno nemaitiro azvine zvichiita unogona kundiona ndine dama rakadaiwo ndiye ndiri one.
Hey guys, sorry about that. There was a big problem with my network. Nancy. Hey, Thomas, I see you. Bonnie, Tasha, are you still there? 1 second. Yeah, 1 second. Bonnie, Tasha, are you still there? I'm trying to get this one on.
Okay, it's on Skype.
So it's like, yeah, no, I'm on live.
Like, yes, close it. Close it.
Yes.
Close it.
Sorry guys, I hope the network is better now. How is the network? I'm trying to add a lot of people, but I can notice that my brother here, it looks like when his Zashe didn't get cut. Right. Hey, I did it. All right, guys, who wants to be added? Anyway, I see you. I sent you a... Sorry. Anyway, I sent you a request. Right, guys, just bear with me as I try to add Brother Anyway. Anyway, I've sent you a request. Thomas, I'm adding you, my brother. Yes, I am. Oh, yeah. Sorry, 1 sec. I'll be with you soon. Thomas, I'm adding you. Please accept. Hello?
Hi.
Ngoma Thomas.
Hey, Zirupamba.
Basa rakaoma rekuenda pa social media.
Aiwa, yay, people like that are doing down achatsemuka nematama, ari kutaura ma-sanctions, vanhu vari kupedza 30 days vachitengesa mari yestate, kuda kuviga mabhonzo emunhu akaparara kudara, instead of buying medication in hospital. Hey, these are the people who are really derailing everything by supporting ZANU-PF.
This also.
Just because it's so disgusting, mafungire tinoita vanhu. Just because, alright, ndinoshaya imuno inini. Hapana chendinoshaya inini ndikaenda kudya beef weight loss nhasi ndinotenga. But what pains relatives people. That's why I'm thinking like this. I mean, someone who is on the ground, all this very disgusting. You a man, you are the people who are causing all of this to continue because you support this. Supporting, waiting for 30 days, wasting state money, bearing rotting you say sanctions, where are they getting that money they are spending on the dead body of Robert Mugabe? This is so disgusting. I'm hearing rumor that they want to send the body back to Singapore. Hey, what is all this? Honestly,
imagine even in death, Robert Mugabe aringodya mari.
Yes. And you find someone supporting that. Where is the money coming from, Mnangagwa? Tell me, building that Mussolini. I've been at one of those Mussolini of Kamuzu Banda in Malawi when I visited Malawi in 2010. Do you know, even when I was taking pictures, one guy who was guarding there said to me, Shamari Masoja akawanika uchitora my pictures panapa. Vana kutorera camera here. But I'm going to take the photos. It costed a whooping between $800 and $900, but it is at Zimbabwe, Malawi, Rugarwana. It was no one that could work that thing. And already it has costed them. Mnangagwa, Changamuko, money.
Mukoma Thomas, koiko kuenda kwakaita Singapore. If he's going back to Singapore, that's another plane ride, ne jet. Wozodzotswa futi imwe mari futi iri kuspendwa kuti munhu veduwe zvakaoma izvi.
What does that mean? Smith angari nane pouri Mnangagwa iwe ndiri kukutaurira ini direct. We are only abducted and get close and abasa nazvo. Hey, why are we reducing our people to nothing? People are killed in South Africa. He never said a word. And he's taking a delegation of 90 bloody people to go to the United Nations. For the why? Come on.
It's something else. It's something else. And that's why we have to keep telling people over and over again, because Mukoma Thomas, doesn't it seem like mentality evan? There's a change of thinking, inofana kutoitika. Atinofana kuita come out of that syndrome yatinayo yekufunga kuti ZANU-PF they're unbeatable. We cannot defeat them. Like they're some big giants. Kana David akakwanisa kuviringidza Goliath. What more us?
Nandakarara ndakatereraka. Wope dzose dzapera dzine nonsense dzanga zitaugwa nomuchindo.
Aiwa, makamchifana kuuya pa live ndiko saka.
Aiwa, ndabva kupasa ndandire hope panonda ndambosvikigwa nemavisitors, so pandati ndirare ndikaona pane live ndikati chiregai nditerere. Ndatiregerawo yapedza hope dzangu kupe munoza ndamungani blazanopenga here. Zveshuwa.
It is well. Aiwa. Pamwe kuti vanhu vatambura though.
Mapinda kuchikoro dzinotaura kuti ZANU haichaiti chembere. Imagine kana munhu wezererera muzera wake achitaura nonsense dzanga achitaura idzi. Wakazara matama kudai.
I hear you.
Zvozvopedza mari here pachitunha. Varumeka. Kana nemiwo masoja achona. Imi masoja muchishandiswa saizvozvo mwakadonha nenzara makaparedzera bhodhi yamugadhi. Kufamba uchipeperetswa nezvozvo. Ani munhu unotumwa kundoabducta vanhu. Kwanaizvo. Come on.
Okay, I hear you.
Oh, shame.
No. It is well. Aiwa, ngatirambe takashinga. Kayo, can you pick up mommy's flag, please? Sorry, ndine mwana wangu panapa. You know, tiri kudemonstrate nevana vanofana kuziva kuti nyika inofana kugadziriswa. I'm on a live, sorry, my love. Yeah. Sorry, guys. People, I don't think they know that I'm on a live, so I do apologize for those interruptions.
Yeah, keep it up. That's all I can say. But on the 22nd of is it October?
25th October. I'll be waiting for you. Muye banner rakanzi Mnangagwa must go in big bold letters.
Even ndikashaiwa bana nindomuudza nemuromo. Handimbotya kutaurira Mnangagwa. Shamari uri kuenda kumuchabhati ndibenzi.
We are. You know, I'll see you then.
How can you control the country uchitadza kucontrola ukusiriya chaiyo? That man is not qualified to be a deep assistant. Munhu uya anodhibhisa ng'ombe anonyora mabhuku. But uya anomira kugedhe kunondokomera ng'ombe dzabva mudhipi. Ombovhara dzichitraina. Ozomirira kuti dzaoma onzichirega dzichibude. That's the job he can do. Not a deep assistant, because I don't come and do my book.
God bless. It is well, my brother. It is well. I know. Manje, are you going to be able to go back to sleep now that you've vented?
I wonder Zara ne Hashamani apana hope zinomotorara.